There is a secret that only the few truly grasp. A secret that separates the dreamers from the doers, the hopeful from the prosperous, and the ordinary from the extraordinary. It is not found in banks, business plans, or investment portfolios. It is found in consciousness, in the quiet inner awareness of who you believe yourself to be. To act like a millionaire is not to pretend, not to fake, and not to chase money. It is to become within yourself the very embodiment of wealth, to think, feel, and live from the state of abundance until the outer world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Before a single dollar finds its way into your hand, before the first opportunity knocks at your door, there must be a transformation within. This is the beginning of all riches, the realization that you are the source of every condition in your life. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are conscious of being. The man who believes himself poor and struggles to become rich, no matter how hard he works, will remain bound by the invisible chains of lack. But the one who dares to assume the feeling of wealth, who lives and breathes in the consciousness of affluence, will see the entire world rearrange itself to fit his new inner reality. To act like a millionaire is not a performance for others. It is not about designer suits, luxury cars, or extravagant displays. It is an internal alignment, a disciplined awareness that refuses to see limitation. When you act like a millionaire in spirit, you are not pretending to be rich. You are acknowledging the truth that abundance already belongs to you in the unseen realm. You are merely calling it forth into form. Every great fortune began as an idea, a spark of imagination believed in so completely that reality could not deny it. The mind that envisions wealth and holds fast to that vision, regardless of circumstances, is the mind that commands its materialization. Look at your current life, your surroundings, your finances, and understand they are the outer projection of your inner assumptions. If you believe yourself struggling, life will mirror struggle. If you believe yourself blessed, life will shower blessings. The world has no power except the meaning you give it through your belief. To live as a millionaire in consciousness is to walk differently, to speak differently, to think differently. It is to carry a calm assurance that everything you require is already provided. When you wake each morning, you do not rise with worry or desperation. You rise with gratitude. Gratitude for the wealth that flows unseen, for the abundance that is already yours in the invisible. You carry yourself with quiet dignity, knowing that riches are not coming. They are here now, waiting for your recognition. You must understand that the imagination is the womb of creation. Every building, every invention, every empire began first as a thought held persistently in someone's mind. So if you would live as a millionaire, you must learn to imagine yourself already as one. Close your eyes and see yourself in the life you desire, not as a fantasy, but as a living reality. Feel the weight of financial freedom. Feel the joy of knowing you can bless others without fear of lack. Feel the calm power of choice that comes with abundance. And as you feel it, believe it to be so now. Do not say, I will be rich. Say, I am rich now. For the creative power within you only responds to the present tense of belief. You see, the universe does not work by effort alone. It works by faith, by the law that what you assume to be true becomes true in your experience. This is not mere positive thinking. It is divine awareness. To act like a millionaire is to align with the consciousness of one who already possesses wealth. That consciousness will guide your actions, inspire your decisions, and magnetize opportunities. You will find yourself drawn to ideas, people, and circumstances that correspond to your inner state. You will notice that doors once closed begin to open. The right words will be spoken at the right time. The right opportunities will appear without struggle. This is not luck, it is law. But make no mistake, acting like a millionaire is not about arrogance. It is about mastery. A true millionaire in spirit is humble, for he knows his wealth comes from the infinite source within. He gives generously because he trusts in the endless supply of the universe. He speaks abundance into others because he knows that by lifting others, he rises too. To act like a millionaire is to live from a state of completion, not competition. You do not chase money, you command it through awareness of being. You must never look at your current bank account and allow it to define your worth. Money is only a shadow, a reflection of your consciousness. It comes and goes, but the awareness of abundance is eternal. Many people try to fix their outer world without changing their inner state. But this is like trying to change your reflection in a mirror without changing yourself. You must first assume the feeling of wealth before it can appear in the outer world. You must live as though your fortune is already here, not someday. Now, when you walk into a store, carry yourself as one who could buy it if he wished. When you see someone driving a car you admire, bless that person and say silently, "That too is mine in consciousness." When you sit at your table to eat, give thanks as though you are dining in the finest restaurant. These small acts of assumption train your subconscious mind to accept wealth as natural. And when wealth feels natural to you, it must appear in your experience. The key is persistence. You cannot assume wealth today and fall back into doubt tomorrow. The seed of belief must be nourished daily by imagination, gratitude, and unwavering faith. If you plant a seed and dig it up every day to check its growth, it will never flourish. So too with your dream of abundance. It grows unseen before it appears. Trust the invisible process. Trust that your inner assumption is already working, shaping the outer world in ways you cannot yet see. The moment you assume the state of wealth, creation begins. It may take time for your senses to perceive it, but the law is sure what you persist in assuming must become your reality. When doubt arises, and it will, remember that every great manifestation begins in the unseen. The farmer does not doubt the harvest because he cannot yet see the crop. He knows that beneath the soil, life is forming. So, hold fast to your vision of wealth. Speak to yourself with conviction. I am a millionaire. I live in abundance. My life is rich in every way. Say it until it becomes your natural thought. Act as though you are already free, for the outer world must mirror your inner belief. If you wish to be treated like a millionaire, treat yourself as one would. Keep your environment clean, organized, and beautiful. Surround yourself with things that make you feel prosperous, even if they are small. Dress in a way that reflects respect for yourself. Carry an air of confidence, not conceit. Make decisions from abundance, not fear. When you spend money, bless it and know it returns multiplied. When you give freely, knowing the universe cannot outgive you. Wealth consciousness is not hoarding, it is trusting in the endless flow of supply. You must also understand that true wealth is more than money. It is the awareness of having enough, of being enough. A millionaire's mind is not bound by greed, but liberated by gratitude. To act like a millionaire is to feel rich in love, rich in peace, rich in purpose. For when you feel rich in spirit, material riches will naturally gravitate toward you. You will no longer need to chase success. Success will chase you. The world responds to those who know who they are. Remember, every moment you dwell on lack, you are feeding the state of poverty. Every time you affirm abundance, you are feeding the state of wealth. The world around you is only a mirror, showing you what you most deeply believe. So discipline your thoughts. Do not allow fear to dictate your reality. Fear is faith in the wrong direction. It believes in lack, not abundance. Replace every thought of limitation with the truth of your infinite nature. Say within yourself, I am provided for. I am supported. I am wealthy now. Feel the relief of that truth, and the feeling will harden into fact. Life is not happening to you. it is responding to you. Every dollar, every opportunity, every relationship, all are drawn by your state of being. If you wish to change the world around you, change the conversation within you. Speak abundance inwardly until your heart believes it. Then, without effort, your outer world will shift. You will notice coincidences, or what others call miracles, guiding you to your desires. But these are not miracles, they are the natural results of acting from your divine wealth consciousness. You may ask, but what if I have debts, bills, responsibilities pressing on me? Do not fight them with fear. Instead, transform them with gratitude and faith. Bless every bill that arrives, saying, I am thankful for this proof of my ability to pay. I am grateful that money flows easily to meet all my needs. This attitude dissolves resistance and aligns you with the flow of abundance. Remember, what you bless, blesses you. What you curse, curses you. Therefore, bless your current circumstances as the soil from which your fortune will grow. As you persist in living from the end, from the state of already having what you desire, your outer life will reorganize itself in divine order. The people you need will appear. The ideas will come. The timing will align perfectly. And when the wealth arrives, it will not feel like a surprise, it will feel natural. Because in truth, you have already been living as that millionaire within. The journey to riches is not a climb up a ladder of effort, but a deepening into the truth of who you are. You were never meant to struggle for abundance, you were meant to express it. The very life that breathes you is infinite and rich beyond measure. To act like a millionaire is to act in harmony with that divine truth. It is to declare, I and abundance are one. And when that truth becomes your living conviction, the material world will bend to your will. Do not wait for evidence to believe. Believe first, and the evidence will come. This is the law. The outer world is but a delayed reflection of your inner state. The man who waits to see before he believes will wait forever. But the man who believes before he sees soon sees the proof of his faith. Therefore, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Live, walk, speak, and think as though you already possess it. That is how you act like a millionaire, not by pretending, but by knowing. Let your mind become your kingdom. Let your imagination be your treasury. Within you lies the power that creates galaxies and governs worlds. If that power can shape the stars, do you doubt it can shape your finances? The only limitation is your disbelief. When you remove the limits from your thinking, you remove them from your experience. You are not separate from the source of wealth. You are its expression. When you claim this truth, you step into your rightful inheritance. You must understand, wealth is a vibration, and you are a tuning fork. You resonate with whatever you dwell upon most intensely. Dwell on fear, and you tune to lack. Dwell on gratitude, and you tune to abundance. Dwell on your dreams as though they are already real, and they must take form. The universe cannot resist a mind fully convinced of its wealth. Every morning, before you begin your day, close your eyes and affirm with feeling, I am a millionaire in mind and spirit. Wealth flows to me freely and abundantly. My world reflects my inner prosperity. See yourself walking through your day with confidence, grace, and gratitude. Feel the power of being the creator of your own destiny. Then release the vision and live your day as though it were already fulfilled. This is the sacred act of creation, the union of belief and being. Soon you will find that the outer world bends easily to your inner command. The people who once doubted you will look with wonder. The opportunities that seemed impossible will now unfold naturally. You will not need to force or chase. You will simply attract as all great souls do. This is the effortless wealth of the awakened mind, the state of knowing that you are the source. So today, begin to act like a millionaire, not in arrogance, but in awareness, not in pretense, but in presence. Stand tall in your divine inheritance. Speak words of power and gratitude. Treat every situation as an opportunity to express abundance. Give generously, love deeply, dream boldly. For as you do, the world will rise to meet your conviction. Do not wait another day for permission to be great. Do not wait for the balance in your bank to change before you change your belief. The outer must follow the inner. It can do no other. Assume the wealth now. Live in it, move in it, rest in it, know it. For as surely as the sun rises, what you assume in consciousness will become your world. You were not born to struggle through scarcity. You were born to reveal the riches of the divine within you. Act like a millionaire, not because of what you possess, but because of who you are. The wealth of the universe moves through you. And when you finally understand that truth, you will never again chase money. For you will have become the very magnet of abundance itself. To act like a millionaire is to awaken to the sacred realization that life is not about acquisition, but realization. The treasure you seek is not buried in the ground or stored in the vaults of banks. It is hidden in your state of being. When you recognize that everything you desire already exists within your consciousness, you stop running and start radiating. You become the center of attraction rather than the seeker. The law of your being responds perfectly to the vibration you hold. And if that vibration is one of abundance, generosity, and confidence, wealth cannot help but be drawn to you. Understand that the world is neutral until you color it with your belief. A millionaire consciousness does not look at a problem and see defeat. It looks at it and sees opportunity. Where others see limitations, the wealthy mind sees possibilities. The difference is not in circumstances, but in perception. You can walk through the same city, meet the same people, face the same economy, yet one man sees scarcity while another sees wealth. It is all a matter of who you believe yourself to be. When you act like a millionaire, you are training your inner eye to see abundance everywhere, even in the midst of what others call lack. There is great power in the feeling of already having. It is a creative state that magnetizes everything you desire. When you act as though you already possess the thing you want, you are not pretending. You are aligning yourself with the frequency of that reality. For example, when you walk into a room and feel rich in spirit, you carry an energy that others feel. You radiate a presence that commands respect and attention without a word. That energy opens doors far more than effort ever could. Wealth consciousness is not something you chase. It is something you cultivate. It is a fragrance of the soul, and once you wear it, the universe recognizes its own. You must train yourself to feel comfortable with wealth. Many people unconsciously reject abundance because they feel unworthy of it. They carry hidden beliefs that money is evil, that success makes one selfish, or that prosperity belongs only to a select few. But these are illusions. Money has no morality. It takes on the character of its possessor. In the hands of a conscious, loving person, it becomes a tool for good, for expansion, for creation, for service. To act like a millionaire is to see money as an instrument of divine expression, not a symbol of greed. It is to understand that wealth amplifies who you already are. Therefore, work first on your inner state. Purify your intentions. Elevate your purpose, and then allow wealth to magnify that goodness. The one who acts like a millionaire acts with discipline. He does not squander his time on trivial distractions. He values his hours as a precious currency, for he knows that time well invested yields the highest return. To live as though you are wealthy is to live with intention. Every thought, every action, every decision becomes purposeful. You do not rush through life chasing fleeting pleasures. You move with calm assurance, knowing that what is yours cannot be taken and what is not yours cannot stay. You live from the center, not the circumference. Acting like a millionaire means speaking like one, not with arrogance, but with certainty. Your words carry the weight of belief. When you speak prosperity, you are not describing your situation, you are creating it. Every declaration of abundance plants a seed in the subconscious, and every complaint of lack uproots it. So guard your tongue, for it is the rudder of your destiny. Speak as one who already lives in affluence. Speak health, success, generosity, and gratitude. Refuse to discuss poverty, debt, or despair. What you repeatedly affirm, you materialize. There is also a quiet confidence in the way the wealthy mind moves through uncertainty. While others panic at changes in the market, the millionaire consciousness remains still, for it knows that wealth is not tied to conditions, but to awareness. Circumstances may shift, businesses may rise and fall, but the inner knowing remains steady. I am the source of my abundance. To act like a millionaire is to carry that unshakable faith into every situation. It is to know that no loss can diminish your true wealth, because your true wealth is consciousness, not currency. Let every moment become an opportunity to express wealth. When you encounter someone in need, give with an open hand. When you see beauty, appreciate it fully. When you receive with grace. When you spend with joy. These acts, small as they may seem, expand your capacity for abundance. The miserly heart cannot hold riches, for it is too tight to receive, but the generous heart overflows. And because it overflows, it attracts even more to give. The act of giving is the proof of faith in infinite supply. Do not mistake minimal possessions for spiritual superiority or large possessions for greed. Wealth is neither good nor bad, it simply is. What matters is the consciousness behind it. To act like a millionaire is to remain unattached, to own without being owned, to enjoy without being enslaved. You can live richly in a small home or poorly in a palace, depending on your awareness. True abundance is a feeling, not a figure. You must also master your emotions, for feelings are the language of creation. When you feel unworthy, you repel wealth. When you feel abundant, you attract it. Therefore, the work is not to chase results, but to refine emotion. Replace envy with inspiration, anxiety with trust, doubt with faith. See other success as evidence of possibility, not competition. Each time you bless another's fortune, you affirm your own. Each time you resent another's success, you deny your own. A millionaire consciousness rejoices in the prosperity of others, knowing that what blesses one blesses all. Acting like a millionaire also means envisioning your future self until it feels natural. Spend time daily in quiet reflection, seeing yourself living in the reality you desire. Imagine it with all your senses, the sights, the sounds, the emotions. Feel the confidence of financial freedom, the satisfaction of contribution, the peace of knowing your needs are met. Do not imagine it as a distant dream. Live in it now, as if it were already true. Let that image dominate your mind until your outer world cannot help but conform to it. The subconscious does not differentiate between imagination and reality. It simply creates what it is impressed with most deeply. A man who acts like a millionaire respects money because he respects energy. He knows that how he treats the smallest amount determines his readiness for the greatest. Handle every dollar with gratitude. Pay every expense joyfully. Keep your finances organized not because of fear, but because clarity attracts flow. Order is the natural expression of abundance. Chaos is the vibration of lack. To act like a millionaire is to bring harmony into all things. Your environment, your thoughts, your relationships, your work. There is a rhythm to prosperity, a divine flow that cannot be forced. When you act from fear, you disrupt the rhythm. When you act from faith, you dance in harmony with it. Trust that timing is always perfect. What you are ready for will come, and what you are not ready for will wait until you are. The millionaire mind is patient because it knows creation is certain. It is not hurried by appearances, for it lives beyond appearances. It knows that the invisible precedes the visible, and so it holds its vision unwaveringly, even in the face of contradiction. To act like a millionaire is also to live with gratitude before evidence. Gratitude is the magnet of miracles. When you are thankful for what you have and what is coming, you create a vibration that draws more to be thankful for. Gratitude transforms lack into sufficiency, struggle into ease, and desire into fulfillment. Begin and end each day in appreciation. Thank the universe for your wealth before it appears, for in doing so you claim it as already yours. The grateful heart never waits, it creates. Be mindful also of how you use your imagination. It is the most powerful force you possess. Do not waste it on worry, for worry is imagination misused. When you picture yourself failing or lacking, you are writing the script of your next experience. Turn that same imagination toward abundance. See yourself succeeding, thriving, expanding. See money flowing easily, opportunities appearing effortlessly, your life unfolding in perfect order. Imagination is the womb of reality. Whatever you conceive and feel as true, you bring forth. The one who acts like a millionaire also walks in purpose. He does not labor for money alone, he works from inspiration. He understands that his true wealth is found in serving others through his gifts. The more value he creates, the more abundance flows to him. Money becomes a byproduct of alignment, not the goal itself. When you do what you love and do it with excellence, wealth follows naturally. So ask yourself not, how can I make more money? But how can I expand the value I bring? When you live with this awareness, your income becomes an echo of your impact. To live as a millionaire is to live free of resentment toward money. Many unconsciously hold guilt about wealth because of early conditioning. They were taught that the rich are selfish or corrupt. But these beliefs must be dissolved, for they block the flow of prosperity. Replace them with this truth: abundance is your natural state. The universe is infinite, there is no shortage, only the illusion of separation. When you align with abundance, you are in harmony with life itself. There is nothing noble in struggle and nothing shameful in success. The more you have, the more you can give. The wealthier you become, the greater your capacity to uplift the world. Every day is an opportunity to practice this consciousness. When you rise in the morning, see yourself as the master of your world. As you walk through your day, carry the invisible crown of abundance upon your head. Let your actions spring from confidence, not desperation. Spend money with joy, not fear. Speak prosperity into every area of your life. And when others question your faith, let your results answer for you. The greatest proof of belief is demonstration. There will be moments when the outer world tempts you to doubt. A bill arrives, an opportunity falls through, a plan delays, and the old thoughts whisper, "See, you're not wealthy yet." In that moment, you must stand firm. You must remember that the outer is only a shadow of the inner. You are not moved by shadows, you are moved by truth. Declare silently, "I am wealthy now. This too will pass, and my abundance will reveal itself." Then release the worry and return to gratitude. That inner calm will rearrange everything in your favor. The one who acts like a millionaire walks with faith so deep that no appearance can shake it. He knows that all things, even obstacles, serve his good. Every delay refines his patience. Every setback expands his strength. Every challenge strengthens his trust. There is no waste in the universe. Everything is working together for his advancement. And so, even when the road twists unexpectedly, he smiles, knowing that the destination remains the same. To act like a millionaire is also to live with vision beyond the self. The truly wealthy do not hoard, they create. They see themselves as stewards of abundance, channels through which prosperity flows to uplift humanity. When you adopt this consciousness, money ceases to be an idol and becomes an instrument. You use it to bless, to build, to expand. You give not for recognition, but for alignment with your higher nature. For the more you give, the more the universe gives back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You must never let fear of loss dictate your actions. Fear of losing money is the surest way to repel it. Money is a servant, not a master. It comes to those who use it with wisdom and detachment. If you cling to it, you confess lack. If you release it joyfully, you declare abundance. So let go of control and trust the flow. Wealth is a current, and it moves toward those who are relaxed enough to receive it. When you act like a millionaire, you also act with self-respect. You set standards for yourself in your work, your habits, your relationships. You surround yourself with excellence because you know you are worthy of the best. You do not settle for mediocrity is an insult to your divine potential. You choose quality over quantity, purpose over convenience, and truth over approval. This level of self-respect magnetizes opportunities that match your worth. The mind of wealth is also the mind of peace. It is not hurried, not anxious, not scattered. It is focused and serene, for it knows that what is meant for it cannot miss it. When you act like a millionaire, you cultivate calmness even in uncertainty. You walk by faith, not by sight. You no longer chase after the future, for you know it is unfolding perfectly from your present state of consciousness. You live as the creator, not the reactor. Wealth is not something you earn, it is something you awaken to. Every thought of abundance is a key that unlocks another level of realization. You do not have to climb toward riches, you have to remember that you are already one with them. The universe is abundant, and you are the universe individualized. To act like a millionaire, therefore, is to live as though the whole cosmos is conspiring for your good, because it is. You are not separate from life. You are life expressing itself as prosperity. Every breath you take is a testimony of infinite supply. The air never runs out. The sun never withholds its warmth. The ocean never runs dry. Nature itself is your greatest teacher of abundance. It shows you that there is more than enough for everyone, always. So when you act like a millionaire, you are not defying the natural order, you are aligning with it. Scarcity is man-made, abundance is divine truth. Live that truth boldly, and your life will overflow with evidence. And so, the message is clear. The call is not to chase wealth, but to become it. The riches you seek are not out there, waiting to be earned or stumbled upon. They are within you, waiting to be awakened. When you act like a millionaire, you are not imitating anyone. You are remembering who you truly are, a divine creator, the master of your own reality, the source of infinite abundance. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every feeling you hold, they are all acts of creation. Choose them wisely. Refuse to bow to appearances. Stand tall in the awareness that your imagination is the workshop of your fortune. Live each day with the calm confidence that everything you desire is already yours in spirit, and it is only a matter of time before it materializes in form. The world does not reward those who wait for proof. It rewards those who walk in faith, who act from the end, who live as though their dreams are already fulfilled. To act like a millionaire is to move with certainty in an uncertain world, to radiate abundance in a sea of doubt, and to remain unshaken when others tremble. So step forward with power. Speak your wealth into existence. Live from abundance, not toward it. Let your life become the evidence of your belief. For the moment you decide to act like a millionaire, the universe must obey, because you have aligned yourself with the eternal truths. You already are one.